Hi, Arcfieldweather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday morning, February 14th. A very cold start to the new work week here in the Mid-Atlantic region, the Northeast U.S. The temperature's way below normal for the middle part of February. There is also a stiff northwest breeze as well, making it actually feel colder than the actual air temperatures at this time. There are some scattered snow showers around, for example, between the D.C. and Baltimore metro areas right now. There are some scattered snow showers. Be on the lookout for those. Still some instability left in the lower middle parts of the atmosphere, so watch out for a snow shower anytime over the next several hours in the northeastern quadrant of the nation. The big weather story this week, aside from the cold to start the week, will be how mild it gets on Thursday with the approach of the next strong cold front in the eastern U.S. But that warm-up will be brief. It will come with some heavy rain, maybe some strong thunderstorms, and potentially some very strong winds as well. We'll kind of talk about that over the next few minutes. Here's the latest radar loop from WSI's and telecast.com. Again, scattered snow showers in the northeastern quadrant of the nation, really anywhere from the Great Lakes all the way to New England. Right here, there's a band basically between D.C. and Baltimore as we speak, another band over the Delmarva Peninsula, southern part of New Jersey. Watch out for snow showers. Temperatures are so cold that any kind of snow could quickly stick on untreated surfaces. Also some snow out here across the Pacific Northwest and into the southwestern part of Canada. Well, let's take a look at last night's zero-Z run of the operational version of the GFS, and temperatures will undergo quite a change, not only from the cold to the mild later this week, but then from the mild on Thursday back to cold again this weekend, and then much warmer again, it looks like, for next week. Here we are, temperatures way below normal for this time of the year. The middle part of February, some 20 degrees below normal, many spots here. Again, there's a wind chill to deal with as well. Then let's move forward here. It remains very cold tonight and stays cold on Tuesday. This is Tuesday afternoon, a forecast map of 850 millibar temperature anomalies. Starts to turn much warmer than normal out across the heartland of the nation all the way out to the Rockies. By the time we get to Wednesday, right here, a pretty decent warm-up coming to D.C., Philadelphia, New York City as this milder air starts to push to the north and east. But the real warm-up comes on Thursday. This is the Thursday morning forecast map. Look for highs today generally confined to the 20s, D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridor. But by the time we get to Thursday afternoon, look for 60 to 65 degrees ahead of the next strong cold front. You really can see the strong cold front outlined here with these 850 millibar temperature anomalies right here by Thursday morning. Moderately cold air coming into the Mid-Atlantic region for Friday and for the upcoming weekend. But here's that next cold blast. Again, this warm-up in the Northeast on Thursday will be brief. It will be somewhat dramatic. It will come with some heavy rain, maybe some strong thunderstorms, and potentially some strong to damaging winds. Let's keep moving forward here. Very mild by the time we get to Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, but wet. And then that front comes through and it turns moderately cold in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City for Friday and for the upcoming weekend. But let's quickly go into next week and watch what happens here. We have some potential for a big-time warm-up later next week. Look at this. By the time we get to the middle of next week, now this is a week from Wednesday, much of the eastern half of the nation well above normal. This spells to me the possibility of 70 degrees next week. Later next week, places like D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, and of course we have many, many days to focus in on that. Well, let's now look at the 500 millibar vorticity field, and again, there's a lot of instability in the atmosphere right now over New England, over the Mid-Atlantic region, even over the eastern Great Lakes, and that's spawning some scattered snow showers. Temperatures are so low, in the teens in most areas along the I-95 corridor, at least in the suburbs, that any kind of a snow shower can quickly put down a coating. So watch out for these scattered snow showers and potential slippery conditions here. Things start to get a little quieter in the upper part of the atmosphere overnight tonight, but still very cold. remains pretty cold on Tuesday, and it turns milder on Wednesday. But then we start to get into the day on Thursday, and here is an area of energy right here that will play a role in our Thursday weather conditions here in the eastern U.S. First of all, it gets much milder, but then this slides to the north and east, and there's a strong cold front right in the midst here. This is a late Thursday night forecast map. Again, that could promote some heavy rainfall, strong thunderstorms. And take a look at some of these wind barbs. There's some very strong winds in the upper part of the atmosphere associated with this frontal system. We're talking late Thursday, Thursday night, maybe into Friday time frame. Potential damaging winds associated with this system, and we'll have a couple of days to focus in on that threat. Let's go a little bit farther in time. By the time we get to Friday, the cold front pushes off. It gets moderately cold behind it for Friday and Saturday and Sunday. It'll be dramatically colder than what we'll experience on Thursday afternoon, however. Again, maybe 60 to 65 degrees for highs on Thursday afternoon, back into the 40s for highs on Friday. Well, let's look at the surface maps from last night's 0Z run of the GFS. Again, some scattered snow showers, temperatures in the teens, even lower wind chill values. Watch out for those scattered snow showers, especially over the next couple of hours in the morning here, but even into the afternoon there can be a snow shower or two. Things get a little bit calmer overnight tonight, but very cold. Watch for temperatures to drop back down into the teens. D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridor. It stays cold on Tuesday. Then the Arctic high pressure area shifts off the coast by the time we get to Wednesday afternoon, and we have this broad flow of air starting to show up here over the Ohio Valley from the southwest to the northeast. That'll promote some milder conditions on Wednesday, but it really will be felt on Thursday ahead of the next strong cold front. And here we go. By Thursday morning, very active weather day for much of the eastern half of the nation. Accumulating snow in the cold sector, the northwest side of this Missouri low. Very significant rainfall also on the warm side of that incoming strong cold frontal system. Let's now get into the northeast by the time we get to Thursday night, and take a look at these isobar patterns. A very tight pressure gradient here. There'll be strong southwest winds ahead of the cold front. Cold front at this time, Thursday evening, right around in this location. You can see accumulating snow. This looks like another good snowstorm for the Midwest, the cities, maybe St. Louis to Chicago to Detroit. Very strong winds, mild in the I-95 corridor of the Mid-Atlantic on Thursday afternoon and night. Could be some strong thunderstorms, and certainly can be some damaging wind gusts associated with that frontal passage. It slides on by the time we get to Friday, and it turns moderately cold again for Friday and the upcoming weekend. But then looking longer range, significant warm-up looks like it might come by the time we get to the middle of next week for much of the eastern half of the nation. That's it for now. A very cold start to the new work week here in the northeastern part of the nation. That's it for now. For ArcfieldWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.